Hi beauties, welcome to my channel, HR Beauty by Yulia. I'm Yulia and I'm your virtual beauty therapist. If you're new here and you're wondering what is this channel all about, it's about keeping you stay healthy and informed about beauty. So if this is something that you find interesting, please do consider subscribing to the channel. The video for today is about dry skin. Before I continue with the topic for today, let me tell you about my giveaway. I'm very excited because in the end of December, my channel will be 1 year old, so I decided to do a giveaway in Instagram. All you have to do is first and foremost be based in UK, follow me, like the post about the giveaway and tag at least one person in the comment below. So this is all you have to do. Healthy skin has healthy barrier, and what is the barrier is a combination of water and lipids. So this is oil or sebum that our skin is covered with. If your skin is dry, that means that your body is producing less oil than it is necessary. So it is something that very often is confused with dehydrated skin, as dry skin is a type just like oily, just like combination. It is not something that has cure per se. So your genetics make your skin like this. Obviously things like medication or some kind of internal medical issue might change your skin, but it is not something that changes seasonally. So if your skin is oily in the summer and then you think it's dry in the winter, this is very unlikely. When we are looking into seasonal changes, usually they are related with the water content of the skin. So very likely in this particular case, that means that your skin is getting dehydrated in the winter. And that's why it is very important to see what exactly is the issue, because while dehydrated skin means that you just need a bit of water, a bit of skincare, a bit of water intake, and this is quite easily fixable. When we are looking into dry skin, this is skin type, so surely you can have oily skin when you're 20 and then dry skin when you're 50, but this is something that changes very gradually. Plus the fact that the barrier is not efficient, it means that your skin will be much more likely to be irritated from the outside environment. So this is what makes it sensitive. And yes, if you have dry skin, it's very likely to be dehydrated and it's very likely to be sensitive. When we don't have enough oil, that means that we need some occlusive. And if you apply occlusive ingredient that will create the barrier or film that will keep the water more into the skin and more ingredients, that means that if your skin is oily, very likely you will have breakouts, and this is obviously not something that you're looking for. So the whole point is to decide whether it's dry or it's dehydrated. Dry skin feels tight, and it feels tight all the time of the year. Also, the texture is different because the pores are not so visible. And we have to keep on mind the redness that very often you can see on the cheeks. As I said, when you don't produce enough oil, that means that your skin will be easily irritated. So any kind of redness, burning, stinging sensation when you apply some kind of product, or things like atopic dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, will be much more likely to see in dry type skin. This is skin that you just can't see anywhere oil. If you use some kind of blotting paper, you stick it on, and then if you check it against the window, you will see that there is nothing on the paper really. It will not stick for your skin as well. When we are looking into the complexion of the skin, you have to think about also rough looking skin with dry patches, dull looking, and it will be ashy even, so it won't be very much glowing and looking very healthy. If your skin is dry, that means that the first signs of aging will be more prominent and will start earlier. So I like to think that if your skin is oily, in order to keep the balance, you need a bit more care when you're younger to try to fight with blemishes and acne, but when you're getting older, usually your skin becomes more balanced and you have less visible signs of aging like wrinkles and fine lines. But if your skin is dry, that means that maybe when you were a teenager you didn't need some extra care, but that means that, say, when you're in your 30s, the fine lines will start earlier than in some people with oily skin, say. So there is no perfect type of skin. We all need some extra care in different point of our life. If your skin is on the sensitive side, you have to bear in mind that first you have to address the sensitivity, so you do have to be very gentle with your skincare routine. Now, there are a few things that you can do in order to improve the dryness in skin. The first one is how you actually cleanse your skin. If your skin is on the dry side, then you should be considering to cleanse your face with oil cleanser, milky, creamy type of texture cleansers. So the main issue is that you already produce very little oil, and that's why obviously you do have to cleanse, but you have to be as gentle as it possible in order not to strip the little that you already have. Definitely keep your SPF in the winter as well. Don't forget to use it, because if you think about any type of healing for the skin, whatever you can apply, the fact that your skin is not protected from the UV rays means that really you're wasting your time and money. So SPF all year around. So you think about a lot of different layers of the skin, and then you apply your active, say. If there's already some kind of barrier from dead skin cells, your product will not be able to penetrate very deep into the skin. So you need to clear the surface. When I'm saying that you have to exfoliate, my personal opinion is that always you should go with things with chemical exfoliating ingredients. So especially with dry skin, this will be your alpha hydroxy acids, because they're actually humectants as well. You should not be exfoliating your skin when it is irritated. So if it's looking, say, flaky and it has dull complexion, yes. But if you see redness or any type of eczema flare-ups, no. Irritated skin already with a very weak skin barrier is not something that you want to apply actives on. Because our skin is dry, we are looking for hydrators and moisturizers. And this is not the same thing. Surprise. So here how it works. When we're looking for hydrators, then they are water with humectants. Humectants are those type of ingredients that work like tiny little sponges that will retain more water into the skin. When we are looking for hydrators, these are humectants and water, but also here we have emollients and occlusives. And these two go into one another, because most of the occlusives will be a bit of emollients and most of the emollients will be a bit of occlusive. So when we are looking for how to determine which one is which, it is a bit confusing. And even manufacturers and formula creators might have different ideas about those ones. But how I like to determine is that emollients are what makes the product very smoothing of the skin surface. So this makes your product to glide very lovely. It's something that will go into the skin, so it's not just on the surface of the skin, and it just makes the skin smooth and velvety. If we think about occlusives, these are the ingredients that will create a film or barrier on the skin. They are not closing everything, but they do help to retain more moisture, and they do give a little bit better protection from the outside environment as well. It is really up to you if you want to use occlusive moisturizer or just oils itself. It could be something like a natural oil, or it could be something like a blend of oil into a cosmetic product. If we're looking for something that is not too thick, I'll say probably the best two options will be jojoba oil and rosehip oil. Both of them do have this silky smooth feeling after application, but they're not something that stays on the surface of the skin, so by no means it will be something very sticky or greasy left on the skin surface. If your skin is especially dry, I think avocado oil and hemp seed oil are a great choice there, because they're slightly thicker and they could be very soothing and very hydrating for the skin as well. Rice contains a lot of antioxidants. It's rich on different fatty acids. You have vitamin B, you have vitamin E inside. So it really helps with the skin barrier repair as well. So yeah, I do think all of those humectants and occlusive and a few extra ingredients that I have given you will be great choice if your skin is dry. Cera V, they have moisturizing cream. You have different options from point of view of size. You have 50 milliliters, which is about 3-4 pounds, and then you have larger size as well. So here, of course, we have the ceramides inside, but also we have dimethicone, we have glycerin inside, we actually have petroleum jelly as well. The second product that I wanted to mention is by Eucerin. They have Urea Day Cream. Obviously it contains the urea, it contains also water, glycerin, dimethicone, and it is once again very simple from point of view of ingredients list, but urea is amazing when your skin is dry, especially now in the winter. Another idea about moisturizer is by Paula's Choice, their Omega Plus Complex Moisturizer. Now this one is around 32 pounds and it is 50 milliliters of product. So it has a very long type of ingredient list with a lot of very gentle and soothing ingredients from squalane to chia seed oil. First Aid Beauty actually have two products that I think are great for dry skin. The first one is their Ultra Repairing Moisturizing Serum. Now this one is quite famous, it has been for a while now, influencer favorite. It contains hyaluronic acid, it contains ceramides, it has very light type of texture, so it's not something very greasy on the skin. The other product from First Aid Beauty is actually their cocoa water moisturizer, and I think it's product that people don't talk about that much. Coconut water is not the same as coconut oil, so it's not something that will be pore clogging. Although if you ask me, I personally don't have no issue with coconut oil, neither for my face, neither for my body, for my hair, even my kids. My daughter is using it as a lotion since her birth and never had any issue, but obviously for some people, including my son, it's not something that their skin enjoys. But this is coconut water, so it is very rich on electrolytes as well. Curel is Japanese brand that is gaining popularity here in Japan. I know it is one of their best sellers. Obviously from the name it is targeting dry and sensitive skin. It says it is intensive, and although it contains a lot of beneficial ingredients, it is not something that will feel very heavy on the skin. So I think it's actually quite good absorbing type of product into the skin. Obviously I'm still speaking about dry skin, so we do have to bear in mind this. Another of my very favorite products is from Krave Beauty, their Great Barrier Relief Serum. Now if your skin is dry, you can absolutely use it as a serum, but if your skin is actually oily and dehydrated and you just stump on this video, you can actually use it as a moisturizer. They have tried to use ingredients mimicking the natural skin barrier, so you have soybean cholesterol, you have ceramides inside, hyaluronic acid, glycerin, niacinamide, squalane, a lot of different oils. There's 10% tamano oil, which is actually evergreen plant that has been used for centuries because it has such a great healing properties. I do have suggestion for a mask, and it is from Paula's Choice once again. This product contains a lot of different oils like macadamia oil, borage oil, apricot kernel oil. Inside you will be able to find there's ceramides, there's hyaluronic acid. It is actually targeting not just dry skin, but even rosacea prone sensitive type of skin. As I already mentioned that I think rice is a great ingredient for dry skin, I do feel like I have to give you some ideas. Now I'm from toner, for me is one of the best toners that you can find containing rice. It contains almost 80% of rice extract. There's also rice bran extract on the top of this. There's duckweed as well. So it is very gentle, very soothing type of toner that will not irritate your skin, and it has milky looking but very watery type of texture. CosRX Overnight Rice Mask contains almost 70% of rice. There's niacinamide inside, there's dimethicone and a bunch of oils which are very rich on fatty acids. The last product is from Laneige and their cream skin. Now this is around £30 for 150 milliliters toner, so this is on the pricier side for a toner, but it's very unique. The way that they do the extraction, the way they pick their ingredients is very specific, and that's why sometimes I say that absolutely it is very important to check the ingredients list of your product, but they are not capable of giving you all the information. So in this case, the brand is using green tea that they use their technology to transform into white tea. Because of this, the content of amino acids is much higher than in a normal green tea, which itself is full of antioxidants. And then on the top of this transformation of the white leaf, they actually use a very specific way of extraction in order to keep this very high content of amino acid. And this is not something that you will see from the ingredients list. This is the specific type of product that science meets really the love of skincare, and they created something different. And that's why I do think that in this case £30 for toner is working. This is everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did so, give it a thumbs up, share it, and consider subscribing to the channel. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you participate into my giveaway, so do check my Instagram, and I hope I'll see you next week. Thank you very much for watching.